Hey. I don't know what's going on. We're just here. No one's here. I'm here. Am I here? No, I'm not here. Look. Talk to Roll. Hello and welcome to the fucking mothership, assholes. Hey, someone's here. Who is that? Who's here? I see you. I see you lurking. I see you lurking. How's the connection? I'm trying something different connection-wise. Hey, we have a thumbs up. Wow, good job. Show yourself. Show yourself. Who are you? I'm just working on some customs. I don't, you know. Wow, we have a person in the chat and a person thumbs it up. Wow. You're obviously not a regular. Nah! Check this out. A few people know what this is, but I'm not going to say. And when we get more people in the... Well, I'm going to show the one person in the chat, who I don't know who you are, but... Because you won't... But the fact that you won't say anything makes me realize I think I fucking know who you are. And you gave it a thumbs up. JD, what's up? Hey, give a like. Yeah, what? No, yeah. If you don't watch the replay, it's fine, JD. I'm just kind of fucking off. What do you think of this, JD? You think that's kind of cool? That's all, you know, this is a piece of plywood. I can't remember. This is just really a thin piece of plywood that I cut this out of, but then all the coloring you see on it, that's all done by hand with various media. So that's kind of cool, huh? And then, you know, if you get up real close to it, it has, hey, Hen, how you doing? Hey, Hen. Oh, there's 3 people in here now. Wow. Y'all hit that like button for me, please, Hen, if you don't mind. I was just showing JD this. I made this. I did not draw, I didn't necessarily like draw this, but anyway, I cut this out of a piece of wood, and now I'm, hey Brett, how you doing, brother? And now I was just kind of coloring it in. This is like some colored pencil, and then I don't know, like watercolor pencil? I don't remember what they call it, but the kind of pencil, you know, it's like paint in a pencil that you mix a little bit of water. Is it me or is it noisy? I don't know, it's actually pretty quiet, comparatively speaking. Hello TJ, how are you, young lady? Nice to see you. I don't know what we're doing. I came out here and I was looking at some, I need to put this somewhere. There's an issue with your sound. Oh no, okay. I know what the issue is, I think. I know what the issue is. I know what the issue is. Let's try this. There's an issue with this. I was just trying something. Oh, it was so bad people left. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I am trying something new with the connection. So tell me what y'all think of the... Okay, audio should be different unless it is a connection issue. Anybody? 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 That's better. Okay, it's that. Okay, so it's not a connection. It was a microphone issue. Yeah. You know, the other day when I was the sound is better. Yeah. Okay. But the picture, how's the picture? How's that picture connection? How's the picture connection? See, I just plugged in this microphone. I just plugged this microphone in. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook it on something because
I might stand up and then everything will be fucked up. Look at this. Microphone stand. Playmobil, better than it was. You think the picture's better too? I didn't do anything different with the picture. I can put this microphone over here and I can enunciate and project from my diaphragm to the back row. Yeah, I think my sound, but I think your signal's weak. Yeah, I think it is weak. It is. I don't know why. Hey, Super John, how you doing, brother? It's live with Lack. Yeah, I just was giving this a shot. I'm doing something a little different as far as Duffman. I'm doing something a little different as far as connection-wise. I don't know. We're just trying it out. I'm gonna put this. Everybody just saw whatever y'all just saw. Don't say anything. But let me put what I just showed y'all. It's no work this. Well, no, there's work today, but there's not work now. I'm not scheduled right now. Let me put this up real quick, because I don't want to hurt this. Oh! Pardon me. Sorry about that. I had to, I didn't want to break that thing. It's very delicate. That thing that y'all were looking at that I cut out of a piece of wood that don't tell anybody, because it's a gift. But look, I made this also. Not you, Lack. Your name is not... Oh, okay. I don't know. How do you like this abstract? The Battle of Hoth on Fett. You can use this as a cake topper. You can use that as a cake topper. What else have we been working on? I'm gonna get this out in the mail to Sky Bottom Station, Duffman. Man, I've been supposed to send this like 4 months ago, and I can't. I don't know what my problem is. But check out this fucking custom. Some of y'all have maybe seen this, but I think, you know, definitely some of the newer folks, Hen and TJ, who probably don't, I mean, you know. But check out this custom. For my fancy recording, my first new video for my new... Yeah! That was a question mark. I don't think it was directed at me, but... So this guy will be going to Sky Bottom Station. And then this is his cool mini rig. Which I'm going to do a wash on, I think, before I send it, but... I know, not me. I know. And look, he's got his... He's a hunter. Galactic hunter. And his skiff. What do you think of that, TJ? Look at this little leather bag I made. That you can put some. Unless you're a witch. I prefer the term medicine man. Witches. I don't deal in Huklani. Huklani, that means black magic. Evil magic. I only work with good magic. No, I lie. I work with a little evil magic. If somebody pisses me off, I'll put a spell on you. I'm just check this out. Now this is gonna get a little layer of gloss, you know, to turn this plywood color. I mean, no, not all witches, but witch has a negative connotation. You know what I mean? It really does. You could be a sorceress. You know what I mean? What do you think of that? That's just like a cute little thing I made. I was going to send this to a friend of mine. A friend of mine who always buys. You know what I mean? Let's look at what else. Let's see what else we made. Just out of curiosity. Oh, okay, so look. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It means whatever it is you want it to mean. All I'm saying is I don't like being called a witch, even though we might fucking do the same shit. That's all I'm saying. Labels are all... You're in the wrong channel for labels. Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? No, most of the ones that you've seen are a CO2 laser. CO2 laser. Now this product, this is made out, you see this? Vader? That's cut out of steel, so that's not a CO2 laser. You can't cut steel like that with a CO2 laser. That's done on a plasma cutter. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Exactly. But you know what? I don't know. I don't want to get into it. I'm sick of labels. Even people who have the label for themselves. Sometimes the label is still someone else's word. So why, you know what I mean? Why would you label yourself someone else's word? Fuck them. Fuck them. Y'all, have y'all watched fucking book of what's it called? Iron Circle? Have y'all watched that fucking movie that James Coburn made about Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee actually made the movie, but he died before they could do it. So James Coburn made it. And like it's out there, you know, and like I don't know. But if you actually pay attention to what the fuck they're saying, you might understand a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you don't understand. God, everybody's so fucking cunty these days. Oh! Okay, I don't know how I feel about this. All paint can obviously be removed, and I don't have a canopy, and I'm missing some parts. But what do y'all think of this? Oh, see, and there's a drip there. I hate that. So let's look at this side where it looks better. Look at this space camouflage. Look at the space camouflage. Uh-oh, my nose cone just fell off. Gwaz! Gwaz! We're just looking at this fucking starship. There's 6 people in here and 3 likes. So y'all hit the like button for me, please. I'm telling you, who is that? Cold Bay Games keeps telling me, Cold Bay Games, he says, you gotta keep telling him to put the, hit that like button. But y'all know how I am. I'm fucking so goddamn on to the next thing that I don't even know. Nose cone. What do y'all think of that? And then I don't really know what this is. Just like a nebula. I don't know. I think it's very spacey. I'm just saying. Look, if I was fucking Luthen, not Luthen, because Luthen's like the Scarlet. Let's talk about that motherfucker. If you're a fucking crack fucking commando in space, your fucking ship is painted like this, right, motherfuckers? Because there's only 2 ways to do it. You either people don't know you're there, so your ship's painted like this, or you approach it the Scarlet Pimpernel Luthen method, and you say, "Oh, hello, hello, you're here to buy some antiques? Hello. You have yes, right?" Has anybody ever... I made this too. This needs some more paint because you can obviously tell that this is a small, weirdly scaled X-Wing that I've made into some sort of scoop. Doesn't this look like the head of a sandhill crane? Like, I want to... You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do they have sandhill cranes? Anybody where y'all live? They go... We used to fucking hunt a lot of cranes. They don't taste very good, but we used to sure fucking eat them and fucking shoot them a lot. I don't know why. My brother Puff loved crane, and fucking I never liked it, but whatever. I was a kid. I was supposed to do what I was told in the village. Like I never liked it. But doesn't it look like the head of a crane? With his beak, and I was gonna do like a little bit of red like this, and then this is like Crane and his Sandhill skipper, right? But it's really like Sandhill Crane, get it? Everyone is the same color to me except Mons. Is that a rate? I don't get that. Is that a joke? I hope y'all are having fun. I was just gonna show off some customs. Oh, check this guy out I made. I was a little proud. I thought this was kind of... Look, first of all... Oh, can we... Will it focus? Look at this guy. Look at this Space Ranger. And like I put some brown wash down at the feet, you know, and then I faded it up to like a nice grease black. And you know, I think he's kind of got this thing going on, I think. Space Ranger with a fucking Mac 10 and a fucking Tech 9. Well, that's not really that's like the real Uzi. What do they call that? That's a real fucking like Israeli arms. When that Hinkle or whoever shot Reagan, all those Secret Service guys who went under their coat, this is what they all had under their coat. It wasn't exactly set up like this, but it's the same gun. Same gun. And now they carry something different, but they carry it the same way. Space Ranger! I thought that was cool. Super John! Super John, that thing that I showed earlier that no one needs to talk about. I'm making that for Super John. So that's why when he showed up, I put it away. Okay, now look, this is not finished. And it's just like the first version, right? So don't look too hard. But wait. And because the face isn't right. So I got him where the face kind of... Hey, Rolo! Everyone subscribe to Masters Maniac Mexico, please. For he is a very cool individual. I mean, subscribe to everybody on here who you're not subscribed to, because they're all friends of mine, and like, I don't roll with assholes. Oh, shit! I'm supposed to... Oh, my bad. I will send that to Bill ASAP. Matt, I was actually just looking at this. I have my address sitting here, and I have it here because I was going to take a picture of it and send it to Bill. And then I was like, I wonder if I did that. Only if he subs back. Oh. I mean, y'all do what you want. I'm just saying, if you like to hang out with cool people, then sub to him. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm subscribed. That's why I watch all y'all's videos. You know what I mean? So it's not like a subject thing. Is anybody digging this? Blue Sasquatch gave me this figure. This figure is this Wolverine. The head. And I don't remember, I don't know, but y'all know this Wolverine, right? Who has this cowboy hat? Oh, yeah. I will do that. I literally fucking was just looking at that address, like I said, and I was like, did I send that? So, apparently, whatever. But, I will do that. Does anybody recognize what's going on here? I just saw this weird reflection of light on my nose. I was like, oh my god, what is that? It's like a reflection of light. See that? Look. Right there. Doesn't that look weird on my face? I'm not gonna put this fucking figure down until somebody says his motherfucking name. God damn it. Come on. Come on. I don't like his hat. I just made it out of what I have. That's why he's in this stance, where you can't really see that the hat is total bullshit. It is. It's bullshit. But the 3-foot rule like this, who is that? Who is that? Who is it? Oh my god. Are there any Americans in here? Oh, you fucking... Are there any fucking Americans? Are there any Americans? Are there any fucking... Is there anybody in here who's actually watches my fucking channel? Oh my god. Oh my god. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. God, everybody accuses me of being mad lately. Why are you so mad? Like, I'm not mad, but if you keep telling me I'm mad, like, hey, you know what? You've convinced me. You know what? You're motherfucking right. It's... Okay, we're moving on. Moving on! I'm moving on to this shot of coffee. The sun... Oh, yeah. Another beautiful day. Yeah. Oh, you got a new... Oh, actually, I saw that last night. I saw it, but I saw the what you call it for it, but I didn't watch it because I was on my way to fucking bed. I apologize. I mean, I'm just saying I didn't get to it yet, but you know I will. You know I will. Oh, okay, so y'all may or may not know about my Luthor custom, which Luthor doesn't really carry a machete. I don't know why I keep giving him that machete. Because Luthor sometimes looks at me and he says, I'm not Luthor! I'm Idi Amin before I became president! Oh my god! That's a machete joke. Huh? I told Brett with Collecting with Cool, I said, look, until you make a video and you can reference Idi Amin Dada and Rodney Ansel, I don't know if you're fucking like... I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around. Anyway, y'all may be aware of my... Do y'all know who Luthor is? Y'all remember Mandrake the Magician? Okay, Mandrake the Magician's fucking sidekick and best friend in the world was Luthor. And Luthor was a prince of a certain tribe that was... they were like wiped out by somebody, and he was off doing so. It was like, I can't remember, but anyway, he's like the last one of his tribe. And Mandrake is obviously like, the point is that they're both like alone and they have no one, and they find each other and they save each other's life and they become friends. It's a very Robinson Crusoe kind of Friday ideal, but it's the equality, like Mandrake doesn't have equality issues with Luthor, you know, but like you know, like Robinson Crusoe had issues with Friday, right? Like Robinson Crusoe did think that he was a more of a human or whatever, right? Well, Mandrake did not, and that was the big thing. But the thing about when Mandrake and Luthor were buddies, it was like the late 20s, early 30s, and so what was amazing about this story. Hold on. I missed some of that. I'm sorry. I don't have the chat. I'm real bad at the chat, you guys. So somebody tell me what Rolo just said. Anyway, the cool thing about this story was that Mandrake the Magician was like one of the first... Like, they talked about race relations in that fucking comic. And him and Luthor were best buddies, and they fucking loved each other, right? Like, they were like buddies in combat, love each other. But, sometimes in society, they had to fucking pretend not to be friends because of how shit was. And, like, it was one of the first fucking things that fucking started talking about that. And that was goddamn 1931? 1931? We'll have to, you know, don't quote me exactly, but like between 1927 and 1931 is when Mandrake started. And that was one of their big, that was like one of the big movements of that comic. And it's amazing. It's just, I think it's amazing. Anyway, Luthor was a badass. Luthor was the strongest man on Earth. That's what everybody said. But Luthor, what's so crazy? Luthor and Mandrake, they lived together in this mansion, and they lived with some other people. They had like a team, but they had a cook named Hojo, who is a retired sumo wrestler. And nobody ever gives a fuck about Hojo because he's their cook, right? But Luthor, everyone thinks Luthor is the strongest man on Earth, and Luthor knows that Hojo is stronger. And Hojo knows that he's stronger, but them two guys never say anything about it. Now that's fucking real men right there, ain't it? Yeah, Mandrake and the Bromans have done. Yeah, it is. Hey, fucking A. Largo knows. It's a really cool story, you know, and I just think it's a really cool story. And like that's just like the whole point of the fucking story. Nobody talks about it anymore, and it's like the whole All in the Family, right? Like All in the Family was supposed to be satirical to make you not like Archie. You're supposed to not like Archie because he's all these things, but really by the end of the whole show, everyone likes Archie. Like everybody, you know what I mean? Like it's really the meathead that everybody thinks is the meathead. It's really strange, right? Right? Because, like, individually, people might... Now, like, there's a lot of funny shit that Archie says, but, like, at the end of the day, Archie's fucking out there fucking doing whatever the fuck, and the meathead is sitting home on his fucking ass bitching about shit. And, in today's society, who is everybody? Who is everybody raised? Maybe not us, but I'm just saying, like, what is obviously the movement, right? They obviously want all of us to be the meathead. You know? They obviously want us all to be the meathead. Largo knows everything. Everything. I mean, Largo knows. That's why I call him the Key. Jim, the Key Largo. I think that's kind of a cute thing. Y'all want to look over here for a second? I gotta put glue. This is gonna be my what do they call? You know, my strongman. What do they call that back in the day? You know, like at the... You know what I'm saying? The old-timey strongman who fucking bends the piece of iron around his head and shit. And then I'm gonna paint these foam balls black, and then we'll put like whatever 1,000 on each one, and that'll be our little dude here. These are not glued down. And I'm not sure, this is going to be a gift for a friend of mine, but I don't know if I should send them in this display, or if I should just send him the figures and let him do his own thing. I don't know, I'm really into displays. Who knows what weirdness lurks in the hearts of men? The Largo knows. He does know. I know he knows. Hey, Jim Largo. Oh, and Rolo. What do y'all think of this? Just out of curiosity. I don't think y'all were here when I showed this earlier, and nobody fucking says shit to fucking lack, but... I'm just, you know what I mean? Now, the purple, you can change that for anything. You know, I mean, like in Star Wars, you know, like hyperspace is blue. But if you type in space, if you just type in space camouflage or whatever in Google Images, you get a lot of purples. You get reds. You know, I mean, I guess it depends on where you're at, right? Like obviously Saturn and Mars is a little more red and brown, right? But I don't know. This is an OG. I'm sure people are freaking out. This is obviously the 78 fucking Kenner, you know, that I got for $10. And Blue Sasquatch knows the... Oh, I hit the mic. Blue Sasquatch knows... Sha-sha. This week on Pimp My X-Wing, yeah. If you... I mean, space camouflage, man. If I was out there... We just talked about this, but if I was out there trying to get shit done, I'm just saying, like, why is my Jeep OD green... but my fucking Starship is goddamn fucking gray? What the fuck? Why are the stormtroopers white? Why are the stormtroopers white? Fucking ass. Oh! Let's talk about this real quick. Because I was going to make a video on this, but, like, I don't edit videos, and I don't do all that fucking shit. My buddy the other day was like, Lack, how do you get out a video every 3 days? And I was like, motherfucker, because I don't edit, and I don't give a fuck. Right? Like, however long my video... If y'all go to my channel and you see a 20-minute video, it took me 40 minutes to make that. Because I sat down, I talked, and said whatever the fuck I wanted to say for 20 minutes, and then I turned it off, and I played it back, and I watched it, and I made sure I didn't say anything totally fucking unrealistically fucking crazy, because I'm holding it back for you motherfuckers, right? And then I fucking post it, and like that's how, you know. And everybody says, wow, you know, fucking, we need more real people on YouTube. I like this person because they're real. I like that person because they're real. Meanwhile, you have somebody, you know, who's spending fucking a week and a half editing a fucking 20-minute video, and they don't feel like they're getting the return. They don't feel like they're getting the return on how much time they spend on it. And it's like, yeah, probably. You know what I mean? Probably. You're probably right. You're not getting the return on it that you spend on it. Now, Should we change how much effort we're putting into it? Because that's the only thing you can change. You can't change everyone else. You can't change everyone else, right? We need more Billy Jack hat. Yeah, oh, look. Speaking of that, look, Jim. This is just a preliminary one. The hat is this is a 3-foot rule. But who's this? Oh wait, let me fix his foot. Because when you kick somebody, you kick them with the edge of your foot. Y'all know that, right? I hear that train a-coming. Or if you're going to do a front kick, you hit them with the ball of your foot. All these MMA guys that are kicking you with their shin, let them do that. That ain't going to fucking do nothing to you, bro. Jim Largo, who's this guy? Wow. Wow. Like I said, it's the... Yeah, I put this hat together literally in 2 seconds because I was looking. Blue Sasquatch sent me that Wolverine figure with this head, right? And I was looking at it, and of course I'm looking at the blue jeans and the black boots and the black. Now Billy Jack wore a t-shirt, but that's fine. And I was like, damn, motherfucker, this is goddamn fucking Billy Jack. But Billy Jack doesn't wear a brown hat, and he doesn't have all this weird hair. And so then, of course, I'm looking around and go, oh my gosh. Fucking, what's this guy's name? The Punisher just has like this weird... See how my hat... The hat's just sitting on his head. I would never show you... I would have never shown anybody it like this. Because I want to make a real hat out of like milliput or whatever. But I whipped this motherfucker out and I put it on the windowsill and I stood back and I looked at it from 3 feet and I was like... Oh wow, look, it's Billy Jack. So anyway, I was just... I don't know. This is the first time I was proud of something that I literally fucking just was like, blah! You know, and I went, God damn, look, that looks like what it's supposed to look like. Huh. You know, and if you go like this, you go, that looks like a fucking... But you know what I mean? I don't know. It was just an idea. I'm working on it. There was a guy on eBay. Hey, Geek Strong! Oh, I don't have my... You can't see it because I have a shirt on. Wait, hold on. How about that? That's the best I can give you right now, because if I just go like this, it doesn't do it. It has no... But then look, now I'm going... And then look, here's my Mexican bandito. Rolo! If you're still here, you've seen Joe Kidd? You seen the movie Joe Kidd? With Clint Eastwood? There's a lot of other ones, but you know Joe Kidd? You remember the guy in Joe Kidd? You remember a lot of those Mexican revolutionary guys, they were wearing... They had their serapes on, or their ponchos, but then over it, about kit bashing... Oh, great, hell yeah. Okay, so you saw that movie. On top of their serapes, there were a couple guys that were wearing collars like this, right? And it looks just like Kermit the Frog's collar, and it's also... Yeah, I'm a bandito, but we don't wear these. So, like, is this an old school... What is this? Why did that... I know this is Skeletor's thing, but, like, if you watch the old Bandito movies, they're wearing this collar. And then for some reason, the Grateful Dead Bears also have this collar. And Kermit the Frog. So can anybody please... Can we shed light on what this is? Can someone shed light on this subject? I would greatly appreciate someone telling us what the fuck is going on here. Now, what's the other thing? There was something, yeah, so what's up with this fucking collar, you guys? Nice flex, Lax. It was just kind of like an isometric... I've always been a big isometric dude. I always thought that was super cool. You know what I mean? That's... If you push against an imaginary wall for as hard as you can for like 4 or 5 times a day, like... Motherfucker. It's crazy. It's crazy. Bruce Lee knew some shit. I mean, Bruce Lee didn't invent that shit, you know what I mean? It's like, I do a lot of Hindu squats, and I learned that from Karl Gotch, which is the German suplex. Oh, Rolo! The German suplex. Boom! Named after who? Karl Gotch. Karl Gotch. Now, Karl Gotch is also the master of the Hindu squats, but he's not Hindu. He's a you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, Hindu wrestlers have been doing Hindu squats for fucking 4,500 years. But it took Karl Gotch to fucking show us how to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Karl Gotch. The fucking German suplex. That's why it's called a German suplex, in case y'all didn't know that. I don't know what it was called before that. Collar conspiracy? No, I just want to know what the fuck's going on with that collar. What is going on with that collar? Luthor, who I don't know, I'm not happy with it. You remember when Bill was saying that this pattern's too big? I don't know if it is too big, but I did literally find one yesterday that's smaller, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna use that one. So I might just, and also this doesn't look like Luthor's face. I really would like to find, I bought this guy because he doesn't have all these like clothes on and shit to deal with it, you know? But I found, you know, at Walmart they have these like dollar lions, and I was thinking, how can we make this motherfucker some sort of push your arms up in the door frame from it? Oh yeah, and then and they just float? Yeah, that was a thing in fucking school. That's a nerve thing. That's probably really bad for you too, by the way. That's probably extremely bad for your nerves doing that. I'm not a doctor, but when you think about it, that's probably not a fucking good thing to do. Every custom is an evolution, exactly. Right, this might become Idi Amin Dada before he was the president. Or, I guess they called him the president, I don't know. You remember Coming to America? Somebody had a fucking cool lion fucking like, just like in Red Dead Redemption, how you buy the bear head. So this was a whole lion I bought for a few dollars, and I cut the head off, and I might I'm thinking about maybe splitting it up. You know, you got to split it up like this, and then I can heat it up and splay it out, and then make it like this, you know. But for African Prince Luthor, I don't know. It's just an idea. Pardon me while I adjust myself. Oh, so all right. Who's familiar with the Scarlet Pimpernel? And sub-question, who is familiar with the movie The Scarlet Pimpernel starring Leslie Howard? You're about to get some fucking, we're about to talk about something. I actually might, everyone pause for 30 seconds. Lack is going to grab a cup of coffee, and then we're going to come back. Literally less than a minute, folks. Literally less than a minute. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna unplug the microphone and plug in the power cord so we can get a little juice for the minute I'm gone. But listen, now and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about Luthen. We're gonna talk about Jar Jar Binks, and we're gonna talk about Sir Leslie Blakely. What's his name? Sir Blakely of the Scarlet Pimpernel. Now I want y'all to think about those people. Those three individuals, think about that. Hold on.
Think about that. Be right back. With some coffee. Pause for the cause. I'm a fan. Yes, be right back. All right. All right. pause for 1 second. Hello, Mac. How is the audio now? I'm using a different microphone. Can I get a thumbs up on audio if it is available? Thumbs up on audio. Crap! Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mercy. Okay, audio is great now. Sounds like an old radio. Yeah, okay. Audio is good now, right? Leslie Howard played Sir Percival, and they called him Percy, but yeah, that's short for Percival Blakely. Audio seems a little wonky. What about now, though? Because now it should be fine again, because I just hooked this back up. I think. Good now. Okay. Everything is good now. Sweet. So, dig this. Luthen, if everyone who knows Sir Percival Blakely, the Scarlet Pimpernel, in specific reference to Leslie Howard's performance as such, right? If you recall, Sir Percival Blakely, okay, he's a very effeminate, I don't know, is that the word? Effeminate man. He's a very effeminate character, Sir Blakely. And he's very, I don't even know what the word is, right? But he conjures up an idea that puts every other man in the room at complete ease, right? No one thinks Percy is gonna fuck their wife, that kind of a thing, right? Because, and for those of you who haven't seen the movie, okay, watch it, man. It's on Prime, and it's okay. But he's that's why I do this all the time, because that's what he does. Remember, in that movie, he goes, "Oh dear sir, who taught you how to tie that cravat? It is awful," right? He goes, "Oh, my dear boy, what have you done with yourself? It is terrible." And he tells who is that? The Prince of Wales. The Prince of Wales asks Sir Percival about his clothes, because he tells him, he says, "You're an absolute idiot, Percy, but you do know clothes, right?" And there's that whole scene where Percy's telling him, "Good God, man, look at what is this? It looks like a snot rag. You'll let it flow, man, like a sparrow's flight." You know, it's crazy. So when I saw, okay, now hold that thought. When we watched Andor, okay, and we first saw Luthen as this motherfucker, just like the movie The Scarlet Pimpernel, the first time you see Leslie Howard as the Scarlet Pimpernel, he's in his disguise as an old woman, and he saves a bunch of those aristocrats from being hung, right? And you know, like, wow, this guy's a fucking, like, a double agent secret spy. And even the army guys who go after him are actually working for him, right? Like, if y'all remember. But then, so the Scarlet Pimpernel, his alter ego is the exact same alter ego as Luthen's, right? Like, they are, like, that is the same character. It is the same character, is it not? And then after we watch Luthen be a total badass in the first however many episodes of Andor, there's that defining moment where he goes into his closet and he changes his clothes and he puts on his gaudy rings and he changes his hair, right? And he puts on this very, like, regal fucking comfortable looking thing and takes off his tactical fucking knuckle dusters and he puts on, right? And then you see him as the camera pulls away, because most people are like, what the fuck? Because he puts the wig on, and like, I already know what's going on because I know what the Scarlet Pimpernel is, right? And then they pull the camera back and he looks in the mirror and he starts going like this. like an actor, right? Like an actor in the mirror who's trying to, give me the emotion of fear, anger, hatred, loneliness. He does that, right? Luthen does that. We see him do it. The camera backs away and Luthen changes, right? He goes from like this, like, fucking slit your fucking throat, right? He goes from Ander, Cassian Ander. He goes from that to, he goes, oh, my dear, hello. Have you come for some antiques? Oh, yes, well, I have just the thing for you. Please join me in the back. Right? So, does anybody else see that parallel? Was that a conscious parallel? Like, do y'all hear those people yelling? No, those are guys working. Motherfucker, y'all are about to see some fucking shit. You know when all the antelope are fucking drinking water at the stream? And then they get the smell of fucking mountain lion or whatever, and it's like... That's what they do. Yeah, be right back. Take your time, TJ. We'll always be here for the rewatch, so don't worry. But so anyway... I would like to maybe... I don't edit videos, is my point. But so... hey, G-Force, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. Good morning. Mr. Largo, I saw your comment out of the corner of my eye that said interesting parallel, and I appreciate you saying that. Because I have literally said that. I've not been able to say that to anybody who's actually, like, watched the Scarlet Pimpernel, I just haven't been able to say that to anybody who understands, because nobody watches 1933 fucking movies anymore. And if they do, then they don't, well, yeah. Anytime is, yeah, fucking A. I drink that shit all day long. Anyway, so let's talk about that further sometime. I'd love to. Scarlet Pimpernel, Luthen, all of that. Any thoughts? The next thing I want to say, which I think is very strange, that I just found out the other day, because I watched the Scarlet Pimpernel again about 3 times since I had this thought, which was, months and months ago when we saw Luthen do this. I was like, motherfucker, that's the Scarlet Pimpernel. So now the other day I realized in the Scarlet Pimpernel, when in the Leslie Howard movie, okay, when the Scarlet Pimpernel comes to, but here's the thing. Bruce Wayne he does pretend to be like a playboy, right? Like, Bruce Wayne is like, you remember that movie, The Carpetbaggers? The Carpetbaggers with George Peppard and Alan Ladd. Greatest fucking film ever made. Greatest film ever made, motherfuckers. Y'all have to see that movie. God damn it. Anyway, Bruce Wayne would never, ever, ever make you think that he wasn't a man who fucks bitches. I'm just saying, like, you want to talk about the ultimate cover? He uses that same trick also, but again, Don Diego never, like... I don't remember them ever trying to be unmasculine. I don't remember that part. Now, you're right. Now, an alter ego is definitely an alter ego. And, like, even Clark Kent is, like, a little mild-mannered. But Clark Kent is still, like... All of their alter egos are a little bit, like... Well, Superman's alter ego of Clark Kent is definitely, like, Little Abner. Right? Like, that's the other alter ego, is like Little Abner or Andy Griffith or, right? Like, fuck, man. Like all the real smart people that I ever grew up with, they all fucking have an alter ego, and their alter egos are always like Andy Griffith. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, yeah, you are right, and I agree with you. But the masculinity, very few people's alter ego will they step into the next level of questioning their masculinity, right? Like 007 and Like Flint and all these people, like, they all have to be pussy hounds, and they all have to be able to fuck all the bitches that they ever want, right? But the Scarlet Pimpernel and Luthen is like the first time where somebody's like, I'm really gonna mind fuck these motherfuckers, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we've all seen the movies where, what was that movie where the guy, like, there's always these movies where the gay guy, he pretends, or the straight guy pretends to be gay so he can hang out with the girls and figure out what they want. But then, like, that's what, Bruce Wayne don't do that. Bruce Wayne don't do that. Does he? That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that's the difference. James Bond, if you told Sean Connery in 1968, we want you to pretend to be a homosexual as your alter ego, even the actor might not could have done that, right? I'm just saying it's this whole nother level of fucking, like, deep undercover. Deep. It's heavily wooded. Anyway, I just think I agree with you, but there's very few people that's their alter ego. It's so crazy, right? I missed that last comment. I'm sorry. I always Andy Griffith was always the thing that, like, I don't know about where other people are, but that's the biggest, like I said, all the real smart people I know, that's how when they meet people or they talk to people, like, you know, they're Andy Griffith, right? And Andy Griffith fucking solved every goddamn fucking crime between Mount Pilot and motherfucking, you know, Mayberry for fucking 25 years. Because people underestimated him, right? And the whole point of an alter ego is to be underestimated. So whether it's Don Diego or Sir Percival or Luthen, which is weird because his name is still Luthen. I don't know about that necessarily, but I don't know. You're telling Clark Kent? Yes. Well, that's what I heard. Yeah. Right, yeah. Well, yeah, I think I caught most of that, but yeah. Well, and some of that has to come with is like Bruce Lee, right? Anything in your mind that you want me to be, I will be. And anything that I am in your mind, I am. And it means very fucking little. Right? Because once you go and find Zetan and you open the book, y'all know this, right? Like, this is what everybody's problem is. Like, y'all know that we talked about this. Circle of Iron, right? Like these motherfuckers are trying to find Zetan because Zetan guards the holy book. And inside the holy book are all the answers to life. And all these different tribes send their greatest warriors to go fight and battle Zetan to bring the book back so they can be in control, right? And so that's the whole fucking point of this whole goddamn story. Well, you know what? The one motherfucker who finally makes it to Zetan, who's played by Christopher Lee, by the way, Zetan. So y'all go watch it because it's Count Dooku. Everybody go watch Count Dooku in Circle of Iron. But the point is that the guy gets there and Zetan, you know, the guy says, when are we going to fight for the book? And he says, no, we don't fight for the book. Right? So the first thing is nobody else even knows what's going on. They go, you have to go kill this motherfucker for his book. And the guy's like, no, bro, you don't have to kill me. He says, you want to see the book? And the guy goes, yeah, I want to see the book. And so they take him to the book, right? And Zetan tells him, now look, you can be in charge of this book. I will give you the book and you will be in charge of it and I will leave. But you can't look in the book and you cannot tell anybody anything. Like you can take my job in control of the book, or you can go ahead and look in the book. Go ahead and look if you want. And so the guy who does not give a fuck about the power, he wants to look in the book, right? I mean, I know some of y'all may, the real smart people may know where this is going. So when he finally, after this big journey and all of these trials and tribulations and all of this fucking shit to find the answers of fucking life given to us humans by God, the Creator, he opens the book and what's in the book? What's in the book? Who wants to take a guess what's in the book? There's really only two really smart there's only two really smart guesses in my opinion, right? But what do you think's in the book? What do you think's in the book? I don't know what 42 means. Is that how old y'all are? What's in the book? You know what the book's filled with? Every page in the book is a mirror. Every page in the book is a mirror. Yes, Jim, it's a mirror. The fucking answers are there, motherfuckers. Jesus. Now, the first time I ever saw that movie, I thought there might have been nothing in the book. That was what I thought. That was where my mind was. I was kind of, I knew where this was going because Christopher Lee's speech about the book already told me. I was like, oh, motherfucker, there ain't no answers in that book. There's no answers in the book. So I thought he was going to open the book and the pages were going to be blank. That's what I thought. But he opened the book and it was a mirror. What the hell are you yelling about, Lack? I'm on a roll. Hello, everyone. Hello, Gap. Yeah, but you know what? To think that there are no answers? Oh, okay. Oh, is it? Okay. I didn't know that. Are you sure it's not 24 and he wrote it upside down in space? I don't know. Anyway, to think that there's no answers, I was wrong about that. I was wrong about that. Because to think that there are no answers is to really... No, it's because you bring your own questions, Gwaz. You bring your own questions. The questions you have the questions, and the answers are in there, but you have to fucking see them and read. You know what I mean? But anyway, so to think that there were no answers in the book, that's not right either. That's like I was wrong and I was not on the level because the answers are there. They're in you. They're in us. And if we can fucking look inside and fucking think about shit and turn off all this outside fucking barrage of bullshit, you know, like, yeah, man, the book would be full of centerfolds. Yeah, well, if it was mine. Anyway, I'm not trying to get all fucking super I don't know. Y'all go watch that movie. It's a weird, crazy 70s kung fu movie made by James Coburn. So, like, it's weird as fuck. But you know who's in it is, Carradine. Old autoerotic asphyxiation himself. Which I don't know about that. Was that real? I don't even know if that was real. Anyway, I was all wound up, and I just fucking... I don't know, motherfucker. It's just like the other day on the Toy Council, you know? I can't understand why we're all gonna fucking, like, keep buying Hasbro shit and then fucking critique it on our fucking channels and say how much we hate it to then just go fucking buy it again. You know, who was that? Was that Keep On Collecting who was like, how about all adult collectors just fucking stop? You know what I mean? Just stop. And I was like, because they can't. I mean, some of us can or whatever, but I'm saying as a generalization, like, they can't. They can't. Obviously, buying things is what makes people happy, and that's what drives Hasbro. Right? Tell me what Clockwork Orange is all about. Okay, not on this stream. Not on this stream. Not on this stream. Also, yeah, okay, I will. Y'all pick fucking shit out that you think has meaning, and we'll fucking talk about it. Fuck it. More John Wayne movies in schools is what I say, motherfuckers. All these motherfucking you know what I'm saying? So, we all watched Old Yeller, and we all understood the point of Old Yeller, right? Like, you had to put the dog down because it's suffering. It doesn't have to do with you, right? But yet, we all have that relative whose dog has fucking been suffering for months and months, and everyone knows that they should put it down, but they can't do it. Right? They can't do it. It's about them. Dig? What's up with that? What's up with that? Right? They can't do it. Even though they know they can't do it. It's like there's a lot of people out there, and some people in this chat may be it, but we all know people who say, oh, when I die, I don't want a funeral. Oh, don't make a big fuss about me. Oh, I don't want this and I don't want that. Well, you know what I have to say to people who act like that? Who think that? You must understand, the funeral has nothing to do with you. You are fucking dead now. You are dead. You're fucking dead. So how dare you fucking tell somebody how they should celebrate your life and how much you meant to them, you fucking pretentious fuck. You pretentious fuck. The funeral, when you're gone and you leave people behind, all of that shit ain't got nothing to do with you. Yeah, he did, but he was shot. No, yeah. They shot him because he contracted rabies. And to be an animal with rabies is like the worst. Like people talk, we all have conversation. Look at Dr. Kevorkian. We all had conversations about him with the same thing, right? Right? But like, yeah, they had to kill Old Yeller because he had contracted rabies from that animal that he saved the kid from, right? And like, now they could have made the story where the animal killed Old Yeller in the fight, and the kid got away and it still saved him. But then that wouldn't teach nobody nothing. Right? I mean, self-sacrifice or whatever by the dog. But still, that's why that happened. Yeah. They are a must-want. Yeah, exactly. Fucking A. Groundhog Day. Motherfuckers live that. Motherfuckers live that shit. Every fucking day. Cat! The cat attack. Good to see you, young lady. People live that shit every day, but then they'll go watch that movie and go... Right? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. That's right, and then so it's like, oh yeah, man, I've worked at this factory for 40 years. Mr. Largo, I'm gonna leave y'all with one thought, and then we're gonna wrap this up. So the original theatrical cut of Easy Rider is about 37 minutes longer than what you see now. Okay, and the reason is because the first 30 minutes were cut out. Now, and I'll tell you what this was, because you can only know this if you saw it the first time in theaters. The very beginning of that movie, when we watch that movie now, the movie starts with these assholes with these rundown shit motorcycles trying to buy these drugs, and then, right, that's what they're doing. Before that even happens, what you don't see that they've cut out is that those two motherfuckers work at like an investment bank. They work at a brokerage firm. And that watch that Peter Fonda, remember when he looks at that watch and he takes it off and he throws it on the ground? And that's like the start of their journey. The beginning of that movie is him working at a place, and they give him that watch for 10 or 15 years of service. And that is what starts him on his thinking. He goes, are they just going to give me another watch when I've been here 50 years? And he thinks, what am I doing with my fucking life? And that's why in the movie, when you watch it now, that's why that scene where he takes the watch off and throws it on the ground, that's why it really has no context. Because they cut that part out of the movie. They don't want you to see that. They don't want you to understand why they just want you to think they're dope smoking hippie pieces of shit. But what they really are people who went to college, went and got a job, was doing everything society told them to do, and this guy got his 15-year anniversary at a company watch, and he went, wait a minute, I don't want to do this. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? And that's the point of that fucking movie, but the goddamn government has motherfucking cut that entire first part of that movie out. Totally. Y'all look at movies made in 1968 and 69. They all have about the same runtime. They all have the same runtime. Movies have generally gotten longer over the decades, right? Because people used to say, you can't expect people to pay attention that long. Now, you can't get motherfuckers to get up off their fucking ass to do nothing, right? But so movies used to be less than an hour. Right? Like, they used to not even have movies. They had serials because there was no way. Motherfuckers had shit to do. Motherfuckers had shit to do, right? And when it got dark, they went to fucking bed, right? But so if you look at movies in the 60s, they're all about 100 and something minutes long. 120, 140, something. Don't quote me. But if you look at all the John Wayne movies and all the Westerns and everything made, they all have the same runtime. Now go back and look at fucking Easy Rider made at that same time. It is exactly 37 to 42 minutes less. Because they cut it out. Because they don't want that fucking kind of fucking idea out there. Those Billy Jack movies, You couldn't find those for years. Now I hear you can buy them at Walmart. I haven't seen it yet, but I guarantee you when I watch those, I will be able to tell you that there's shit missing. Because those films have been missing for years. And now they're back. And I guarantee you, especially in the trial of Billy Jack, there is shit in there that's been cut out. Because they're not going to fucking re-release that shit. You know? Yeah, Gone with the Wind was one of the first movies that actually did that. And people would not invest in it. And people thought it was going to be an absolute failure for that reason. For that reason. There are exceptions to the rule, but they are usually purposely done, and they're also, advertised as such. Also, back in the day, that they had intermissions for long movies, you know, much like they had plays. Now, that was the thing. People would say you could never, this was the thing in the golden age of Hollywood. People would say you can't keep a person in a movie theater seat for so long. But the argument was vaudeville and fucking plays and fucking Shakespearean actors. But then the argument was yes, but those are people on the screen. Those are people. They're not screens. They're fucking people. So that has all changed, right? Television was never going to work because everybody was so satisfied with radio, they thought, why would I want to see anybody? Now instead of listening, right, we all watch live streams and we say, hey, I'm busy, but I'm listening. Well, when TV comes out, now you actually got to sit your fucking ass down and watch. Right? Oh, yeah, Paint Your Wagon, that did it? You know who else? Blazing Saddles had an intermission, too. One of my favorite movies and one of the best Charlton Heston movies of all time, Mountain Men, it had an intermission. You know what didn't have an intermission that I remember was that fucking goddamn Titanic movie that came out however long ago that was 90 fucking months long, and it didn't have an intermission. That motherfucker went on and on and on and on like the fucking desert, man. Holy shit. There's always exceptions to the rules, okay? But if you look at movies made in time frames, they have changed. Look at the new Marvel movies, right? All these fucking movies are 2.5, whatever. In 1989, they would have never fucking tried to let you fucking sell that. They would have been like, this is not happening, right? George Lucas, right? They told George Lucas that because then that's why we have 3 fucking goddamn original trilogy. That's why there's a trilogy, because somebody told him, your goddamn shit's too long, son. Nobody's gonna fucking do that. Right? Because those of us who know that he, right? Like, out of those 3 movies, there was going to be 4, and they were all going to be in one movie. And they were like, no, that's not how shit's done, kid. Because George Lucas did nothing. He did nothing. He hired the right people, and he hired the right people. That's all he did. Right? The story is the 7 Samurai. The story, right? It's every Western movie. There's nothing original about Star Wars except the design concept and it being in space. Right? And so, like, but we had that. It was called Buck Rogers. Ah! So, I'm just saying, if it wasn't for Ralph McQuarrie, nobody would give a fuck. Nobody would give a fuck. This cool motherfucking, hey, Vader's girl. Do you like this? I think Vader's fucking cool, too. But, George Lucas had nothing to do with this. George Lucas had nothing to do with that. Nothing you see there is this Lax Sivrak. George Lucas had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Show me something George Lucas did. Show me what he did. Nothing. Designed nothing. Designed nothing. Anyway, I love Star Wars and I love everyone in here, and but I'm not gonna fucking bullshit nobody. Having credits. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, and that also actually was not a of course, yeah, it's Vader. No, I know. It's cool. Oh, you like it? I don't know why I put him on this like cop shield and not a Imperial thing, because I don't know. I just thought it would. I don't know. I just thought it was cooler. I have one that I made that I gave away a long time ago, but on the sides right here it said it's Vader time. Does anybody have a Big Van Vader action figure displaying with their fucking Darth Vader action figure? I mean, I don't, but I think I should. Right? Anyway, this has been 70 minutes. Thanks for letting me fucking yell at you guys. I'm not yelling at you, I'm just yelling. I'm gonna let everyone go now, okay? Thanks for hit the like button. And leave some comments. I have a big Van Vader. I don't have a van, but I got a it's Vader time. You remember when Vader was on Boy Meets World? I totally forgot that because I didn't really watch that show because I loved Topanga so much that I couldn't watch her. I couldn't even be around. I couldn't even watch the show because I loved Topanga so much. But I do remember that episode after my old lady showed it to me, you know? Do y'all remember when Stan Hansen fucking pulled his eye out? It was an accident, but y'all remember that? It was a good wake-up call. It wasn't yelling. Okay, cool. A good wake-up call might be yelling for some people. Thank you, sir. I'm going to message Bill and Jim my address as soon as I hit this exit button. And then they're going to, for me, send it to you however they can contact with you. Because I really have only IG and even email. I don't know. I'm real bad about that. But if Weird Fantastic Toy Adventure Bill and Jim the Key Largo would just go between us for a minute. And then look, when you send something, obviously put your address on it, and then we'll act like it's the World War I. We'll write letters like the old days, motherfucker. I don't have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Do you have a phone? Well, fucking call me. Call me. I'll give you my number. Fucking call. You know? If I don't answer, I'll call you back when I got time. Okay, yeah. Yo, you talk to them every day. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love those guys. And I love you too, Rolo. Y'all are fucking... Y'all all have to go hang out at Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures streams. I don't get there all the time because it does I mean, it's like at a prime time for actually I'm doing... But man, it's one of my favorite places. And like if you love customs, if you like straight talk and no bullshit, if you like having fun, if you love old-timey golden age shit, just everything. Geek Strong... You would love hanging out over there, man. You would love it over there. We all love the same kind of shit. Geek Strong has a fucking one of the most eclectic collections ever. I think that's so cool, man. You know, that's fucking cool. Kat, you're fucking awesome. I was looking at some of your setup the other day on your channel. You had, and then on your, anyway, fucking awesome. Mine looks awful. I gotta do something better here. I don't know. I don't know. We're working on it. Oh, alright, I'm gonna let y'all go. Hey, so nothing's really gone on with this, but I did put these little wings on the side. And then I just put this PVC pipe on here just to kind of, you know, a real P-38 Lightning, you know, would have like a fuselage here. But I just did that for proof of kind of looking at it. But look, it's like Y-Wing P-38 Lightning. And then, look, we're going to connect the... Somebody calling me? Not you guys, but... So anyway, yeah. I just thought I'd show you that real quick before we went. Because nobody saw... I mean, y'all might have seen this. And it's... I'm still gluing shit on it and saying, oh, that looks kind of right. You know, this wing is straight, this wing is not straight. I saw that the other day, but it's fine. This is all just... I mean, this can all be fucking just like... Very easily fucking broken apart and redone. But sometimes I'll just glue something on something and then I'll look at it for a little while, you know, and I'll be like, nah, that's not gonna work. Or I'll say, oh, that works. Alright, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Cat, goodbye. Gwaz, goodbye. Rolo, love you, brother. Goodbye. Jim, love you. Who else is in here? JD was here, but I know he took off. Geek Strong, love you, brother. JD, I love you too, man. Have a great Groundhog Day. No, motherfucker, I don't allow that to happen. I do not allow that to happen. I will literally just be like, just to make it not a fucking Groundhog Day. I will not be a part of that shit. I will not be a part of that. I mean that with love. I will not be a part of that fucking shit, though. Man, I have a real bad... Oh, TJ, thank you for stopping by. Hen was here. Man, I don't want to forget anybody. I'm gonna get set up with a screen so I can like, because as soon as I look away, y'all start commenting and like, I don't know. I'm just here to fucking rant, I guess. I don't know. But we'll make some customs. We'll do some shit. I'm gonna go get some more coffee because I'm not fucking wound up enough. Shout out to Dylan. Shout out to, hey, AM Dubs. AM Dubs. I know you work till like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and motherfucker, I've been going to bed at like 7 because I've been getting up at 4. It's fucking. But anyway, shout out to the Nathan Bowden show. Always go check him out. I am usually fucking working, or I'm off work and I'm asleep by the time he goes live. And I'm real sorry, brother. I don't make it over there much. Please forgive me. I saw that this morning. I woke up and it was like, and I was like, damn it, man. Anyway, much love, much respect. Fucking like, all we can do is try to fucking make it to the next fucking level of enlightenment, baby. That's all we can do. And all these other motherfuckers trying to get us to fucking do other shit, they're trying to fuck your game up. They're just trying to fuck our game up. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck it. Remember what's in the book that Zetan guards. For you 6 people left in here, bless you. And bless everyone who was in here. I'm gonna go now. I am gonna go. Alright. This has been General Axe Sivrak saying whatever the fuck. Y'all are gonna have to catch the replay to see what I said, because I don't remember what I said. Bye-bye.